Hello, children. It is I, Mr. E, back with the test review. Let's get right to it. Let's look at some of this stuff we need to factor completely and use your calculator to check your answers. Okay, the first one right here. That doesn't look like most of the ones that we do we? Does it? No, it doesn't. There's no middle term. There's no term with just an x. So how many x terms are there? There are 0. So you could do this. You could still use the x there. Put a times c, which is minus 49. Or here, let's do this. A, that's a 9, looks like a 9. Here's a is 1, b is 0, because we don't have a b, and c is minus 49. So you could put that there and put that there, and then find two factors. You know, if they have to add together to be 0, then they have to be the same number with different signs, and 7 times 7 is 49. So 7 times negative 7, negative 49, 7 minus 7 is 0. So uh, there's your factors, x plus 7. Or, here's the second thing you can do, and I'll just scooch on over here, because this one doesn't have a x value either. It doesn't have that b term. But if you if you saw my last video, the special cases, you could see that, or maybe recognize, that's a perfect square, that's a perfect square, and that's a perfect square. If you're not sure what a perfect square is, then plug this number into your calculator with the square root. Try to find the square root of that. And if it's a whole number, then you're good. And the square root of 169 is 13. So let's use those numbers, and this is one of the special cases. So really all we need is the square root of that, 5x. The square root of x squared is x. And this is a difference of two squares. So one of them is going to be 5x plus 13, and the other one's going to be 5x minus 13. We just took the square roots of those. So that's the shortcut for those, the difference of two squares. And if you don't recognize that, watch my last video. Talk to your teacher. So there's those cases. Let's see, any more like that? Here's what you can do. See if that is a perfect square. It looks like it for now. Okay, let's go back and do a regular one, shall we? Let's get some orange here. All right, let's look at here. What's our a value? A is 1, b is a positive 4, and c is a negative 77. So I'm going to draw my x over here. A times c, that's negative 77. The b value is a positive 4 on the bottom. So what are two factors of 77, negative 77, that add up to 4? Well, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to use my calculator. And hopefully your teacher showed you how to do this, but go to the y equals plot, hit that button, and enter this number here in there and divide by x. So this is what you should show in your calculator. Y equals negative 77 divided by x. And then go to the table. Here, go to table and check the rows. So the rows should add up to be that value there, plus 4. I'm going to scroll. This might take a while. Oh, no, it won't. You might have already guessed it before me. We've got 7 and minus 11. But that would give me a negative 4, so I need to make this the negative and that the positive. So 11 minus 7 is a positive 4. So there we go. Let me just erase all of this, because minus 7, 7, positive 4, 7, 11, and it's going to be minus 7. So we'll just use the box here. We'll put this in here, x squared, and then a minus 7x, and then an 11x, and then a 4. So we want to find the stuff that goes on the outside. And you should know by now that if you just got an x squared there, then an x and x on either side there. And all you have to do is plug in these numbers right here on the side. And there's your two factors, 11x plus 11. Here's your two factors. All right, let's do one that does have an a value that's not 1. How about one with some minus signs in it too? Let's go down here and do this. Let's do this one. 6x squared plus x minus 12. Well, a is 6, b is 1, and c is a minus 12. So here's my little x. Go ahead and draw the box too. We can fill in some of these things because we already know what they are. Okay, 6 times, with AC goes up top here. So 6 times minus 12, that's a negative 72. And then 1 down at the bottom. So we need to find two factors of negative 72 that add together to be 1. Use your calculator to find that, or you can even make a table if you want. If you don't remember the calculator steps, make a table. Start with the number 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go even further because I just happen to know what they are. But let's see. What times 1 is negative 72? Well, negative 72. What times 2 is negative 72? I think 36. What times 3 is negative 72? That's a good question. It is divisible by 3 because 7 plus 2 is 9, which is also divisible by 3. Let's see. 72 divided by 3. That would be 24. Negative 24. Do any of these add up to be 1, though? 1 minus 72 is not 1. 2 minus 36 is not 1. How about 4? 72 divided by 4 is 18. And we need negative. That difference isn't 1. I'll save you some time. I don't know what those are, but hey. Oh, geez. Let me get rid of... Oh, my goodness. Here, I'll just do this. 8 times 9. 9 times 8. That's 72. And 9 times 8, or 9, I'm sorry, 9 minus 8 is going to be 1. So those are the factors we're going to use. We're going to use a positive 9 and a negative 8. So we'll put those in there. 9x and negative 8x. So I know that an x goes here and an x goes here. But now I need to find the GCF of each row in each column. So what's common between 6 and 9 here in that top row? A 3. 3 goes into 6 2 times, and 3 goes into 9 2 times. So, yeah, what times 3x gives me 6x squared? 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. There we go. Those dots are going to really bug me if I don't remember. Okay, ooh, there we go. Okay, what times 3x gives me 9x? That's another 3. Get rid of those circles. Okay, ooh, keep going back too fast. That's a 3. Okay, now we can go down this, do this, or we can take a little short. Why do I keep doing that? We take just a tiny shortcut. What times 3 gives me negative 12? That's right, a negative 4. So here's my factors. 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 4. There we go. So there's a couple of those from that section for you.